episode?
Yeah, I guess this will be
It's going to be
episode.
an episode of color. Because color can include anything. Any kind of horse. We don't discriminate.
Horses all
Wait,
are,
all horse
are
lives
all
matter?
a color.
No. All
horse
horse
lives matter.
all horse
All-
colors matter.
Oh my god. Hi. Welcome to another episode of the Working Emmy podcast. I'm Nora.
I'm Maria.
And today we're just going to read some episodes. I don't know. It's hard coming up with themes.
We're struggling.
Or we're not going to read episodes. I'm clearly sleep deprived. We're going to read some submissions. No theme today.
I still think color should be the theme. Because color can include bays too. We don't discriminate
all
here.
All horses are a color.
Yes, exactly. So the theme is going to be color.
And then our discussion topic. What's our discussion topic?
Color.
Okay. All right. There we
So
go.
our theme is color. My favorite topic. So I'm very excited.
Oh, man. All right. Maria's going to go first because she has a follow-up from a recent submission. So we'll start with her.
Okay. And we love the follow-up. So
Yes.
if we ask questions or we read an ISO and then you have a follow-up of, where are you now? Send it to us because these are like one of my favorite to read.
Yeah.
We love when, listeners actually are listening to us and then they respond so we can understand a little bit better.
Yeah.
So this one is it's a recent episode, I think it's like 2 or 3 ago, for the jumper pony with a really crazy low budget.
Yes.
It was like
yes,
2K or something, right?
It was like,
it was
like
really,
that.
really low. And we're like, ooh.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
But she did find something.
Yes, okay.
She did find something. So she sent us a follow-up.
Okay.
This was the mom. I'm assuming the mom. Yes, the mom. Okay. Hello. I just wanted to send a follow-up on the pony that we sent in with a crazy low budget and explain the circumstances. You discussed our submission and asked us to send in a follow-up to answer some of your questions. Thank you. So to start, my daughter has immersed herself in the horse world since she was about 10 years old. Every chance she got, she was in our barn, someone else's, or volunteering at a show to learn and chase every opportunity to turn her passion into her future. She would catch ride, do barn chores, and actually started body clipping for others by the time she was 13.
That's great.
Around this time, she started getting projects to train, show, and sell with the trainer's help, of course. We have our own barn and property, so this does, of course, help with costs. To answer some of the questions, why such a low budget? My daughter wanted to save her money to purchase a pony or small horse to do some eventing and jumpers with, which is why the budget was so low. She knew her parents weren't able to drop 5 figures on a show pony, so she figured she'd make one herself. At 12 years old, she came up with $2K to start shopping. Her intention was to train with the trainer's help, show, and then eventually sell when she outgrew the pony. So it was actually the child who was paying for the pony.
Good for her.
That would explain why it was so low, and I can't believe she actually found something. That's crazy. Also good for you as a mom for, putting ingraining that in her so young that the horse hold's very expensive. But that is not all. Where we are located and how long ago was this? Because that was one of our questions for maybe she's in the Midwest this was way before horse prices were crazy. So they're actually located just outside of Ocala.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow.
We purchased this pony about 4 to 5 years ago. So that was
2020.
COVID.
Yeah.
And yes, I know horse prices have increased since then, but I can say that there are hidden gem ponies and horses out there still, just like this one. Since this pony, my daughter has purchased over 20 other horses and ponies like this for under $3K.
Wow.
That's crazy. So she
has a little business.
Yeah.
There.
If you don't have an LLC, if she doesn't have an LLC, she should for sure start one. Although you both seem very business savvy, so I'm sure that she does. And this was at 12 years old because the first pony was at 12.
Yeah.
So since then. Some are diamonds in the rough. Others just haven't had the education. Most are now sold into hunter jumper barns, showing with kids or amateurs. They are out there if you are willing to put in the time, work, and love into them. Some come from backyards, which is what I said. Because it was maybe it was a backyard environment, which is why it was so cheap. Some from friends, most from local horse FB pages. This pony in particular was from FB, which is Facebook, but happened to be a friend of a friend, so he felt good about the situation. The biggest thing I'd like to emphasize is that if a kid is willing to put effort and work in, there are nice horses and ponies out there that can absolutely be bought for a low price and eventually make it to local and rated shows. My daughter is extremely driven with a huge work ethic. She has since purchased 2 warm bloods, well in the 5 figures. That was all in caps. Well, a truck and a horse trailer. Wow, good for her. She also paid for a new barn on our property.
Wow.
No one gave this to her. She's helped bring along and sell over 30 horses, clips over 150 horses during winter circuit, and works in barns to get lessons and catch ride opportunities. Now, this may not be possible for all 17-year-olds. Okay, so she's 17 now. But I'd love for some juniors to realize they don't have to have 5 figures to have their nice horse or pony. They can also put in the work to reach their goals instead of someone buying a horse that will achieve their goals for them. It will make them a better rider after all. This pony in particular was just one of the many wonderful horses that was overlooked by many trainers, probably because it didn't have a huge price tag and needed some time. I've attached some pictures of her. I'm so grateful for each and every one that has passed through our barn because they have all shaped my daughter into the horsewoman that she is now. Thank you for taking the time to read and for the education and inspiration to the listeners.
Wow.
Yeah, well, thank
That's
you
a
for
great
the
story.
inspiration. Yeah.
That's great. Honestly, kudos to your daughter. That's amazing. There are some very driven juniors out there, but I feel like not as many as, the horse world would like to and needs to see.
But I think this story was great, especially from last time when we talked about being disillusioned with riding, particularly because of finances, and for juniors who don't know, how they're going to afford horses. If you really want horses as part of your life, there are creative solutions that we talked about in order to become more involved in the horse world. That don't require you to put in a huge amount of money up front. I mean, it looks like this, this girl who's now 17, she's been doing this since she was 12 and basically just flipping horses and putting the work in. Yeah. But she made it happen.
Yeah. Good for her.
So for all those juniors wondering if it's possible or I can't get anywhere without a large,
without a big budget,
without a big budget or a big wallet, here is a story that you can get where you want to go without a big wallet. Yeah. But it does take a lot of sacrifice.
Yes, definitely. That's great.
Yeah, we love stories like that. Thank you for sending us a follow-up. Hopefully that'll be an inspiration to a lot of the younger riders out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's great. Okay. So this one is from September 19th. This person says, "Hi there. 2 different situations for you. Let me know what you think."
Oh.
And they're located, it says, "I'm located in New York."
Oh, okay.
Huge 7-year-old warm blood gelding came into the barn because his owners didn't have time to finish him at that point. He had 1 show in the .90s from 2 years prior, so at 5. Nothing else on the record in the U.S., and he is being flipped into a hunter. Pretty well-behaved guy, no buck, spook, or stop, or anything, just lacking miles, and would likely scope out at the 3-foot. He moves fine, but isn't the hack winner, and doesn't jump in great style. No offense, but then why are they trying to flip him into a hunter?
I'm confused as to why he maxes out at 3-foot. It must be some kind of injury or some kind of...
I half leased him all summer and showed in the low adults and had pretty good success and great company at A-show venues. At the end of the summer, his owners wanted him back so they could sell him after I put a record on him. So we decided to try and buy him for what they were asking. With the PPE, he flexed sound, but on the final report, his images showed bone spurs and arthritis in his front fetlocks.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Vet said he shouldn't do more than the 2.6, was willing to accept that because I love him, so we offered blank, but the owner said no. Then they sent him to a sale barn. So, here's my ISO.
Okay.
Looking to purchase a horse to compete in the adult amateurs. Doesn't need to be super fancy, but must be a warm blood and safe enough. No stop, no buck. I usually like something more on the quieter side. I'm a well-riding Ammy, but sometimes shut down when I get nervous. Green/young is fine as long as it has a good brain. A little older is fine as long as it can still do the 3-foot. Doesn't need to be a complete packer, but has to be able to take a joke since I'm going to be learning the 3-foot. Must pass a PPE. Our price range is blank. And then There's more of one that she basically said, like, they found one that they have on trial, but I'll read that part next.
Okay. All right. So this is what her budget is for a horse like that?
Yes.
Honestly, in this situation, so she's buying, she's not leasing, right?
Yes.
She wants to buy.
Yeah.
I would honestly go older based on her description. I hope she went older because I feel like you'd get more bang for your buck if you do an older horse who's been there, done that, has the show experience, maybe a step down.
I agree.
I think would be like perfect for someone, especially if she says she gets nervous at shows, like a horse that like just knows its job and you can get on and do well.
Yeah, if you're going to be learning the 3 foot, you don't want a horse that is also going to be learning the 3 foot.
We talked about this last time too, the green and the green, because you need to focus on the horse's development, not your own. And in this case, she wants to focus on her development, not the horse.
Yes.
So I hope she went older. But what her budget is, so she said definitely a warm blood. So we might have to up the price because we used to say warm bloods were 25. I feel like they're like 30 now going up. I hope.
Maybe even like 40.
40.
Honestly.
I think it depends what age and what it's done.
Even the young ones, though, go for a lot of money now.
I know, but the time that you have to put into the young warm bloods now are insane. Like for breeding purposes, I think your break even right now maybe 25. Like maybe, possibly. And then if you want to make money on top of like it. So I hope it was more than 25 for this. She said something that maxes out 3 foot.
It needs to at least do the 3 foot.
At least do the 3 foot. She's looking for older or younger, she said. Something that's...
Yeah, she said a little old. Well, green/young is fine as long as it has a good brain. A little older is fine as long as it can still do the 3 foot. It needs to take a joke.
And it needs to take a joke, but she definitely wants a warm blood. Like 45?
More.
60?
Yeah, it's a range. So 60 is the low end of the range. What do you think?
Oh, low end?
Yeah. What do you think the high end of her range is?
80?
A little bit less.
60 to 75?
Yeah.
60 to 75?
Yeah. So
oh, wow, that's a great budget.
Yeah, that's a good budget.
That's a great budget for that kind of horse.
Yeah, I think that's a good budget.
Yeah.
Definitely reasonable for what she's looking for. Okay. So she said, here's one we found and have on trial. 7 years old, miles in the...
Oh, no, she went young.
miles in the 3 foot green hunters from the past summer. Okay. More green than the one I had this summer. Sometimes swaps at the jumps and has a lead change, but only if I ask correctly. Jumps like an absolute freak, but can be hard to keep straight in the lines. With time, we think he'll develop into a really nice fancy hunter, and he is fun, all caps. Oh. Priced at blank. Do you think this is accurate? Waiting on a PPE, but if it's good, we will move forward with the blank.
Wow.
The budget, the whatever. So what do you think he's priced
asking?
at? Oh, and then he says, then she says, I also forgot something. The horse we have on trial was originally priced at blank, but the owners would come down to
blank.
This budget that she's offering for a quick, uncomplicated sale.
I think it's high 5s. I don't think it would be low 6s. If it's swapping, it's 7. It does have miles, though, which is great. 80?
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
The original price was a range.
Oh, in the high 5s?
Oh, well, the original price, actually, sorry, was more than 80. It was a range more than 80.
It wasn't over 6 figures, was it?
6 figures is the high end of the range.
The high end. Okay, so the 80 was in the range?
No.
80 was not in the range. Well, it was between 80 and 100 for sure. 90 to 100?
90 to 100 was
90 to 100?
Was the original price.
Okay.
So what do you think this person is offering?
So 90 to 100 was the original price.
Yeah.
And then this person offered, I'd probably offer 80.
A little bit less.
75.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably would have priced the horse originally at 80.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would consider it a 6-figure horse.
Like 90 to 100 for me just seems like high.
A little bit
like
high.
I said high 5s because it was like I would not depending on how much show experience it has,
Yeah.
fine. But at 7, if it's like swapping, and even though it's going to be a fancy hunter, you still have to develop it. Like, you still have to put that money in. So I don't think I would put it over into the 6 figures. So I think what she's offering is what it's accurately should be priced at.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think
I mean, I
75 is
would
good.
have priced it at 80 and I would have offered 80. Like, I just.
Yeah.
So did they take it for 75?
Well, she says, the horse we have on trial was originally priced at 90 to 100K, but owners would come down to 75 for a quick, uncomplicated sale. So they're waiting on the PPE, but if the PPE is good, then yes, they'll move forward with 75.
Wow. Well, at least she said he's fun.
Yeah.
Because I was like cringing when you said 7. I was like, oh boy. Like the original ISO and that, I feel like just don't
she said
mix.
Fun, all caps. So
fun.
That's good. So we didn't talk about the first part of this with the horse that she was, what was she doing with it?
She was leasing,
She
right?
half leased him all summer. So do you want to guess what they were asking and then what they offered? Yeah.
Ooh,
so
yay.
just refresher.
Okay.
7-year-old warm blood.
Mm-hmm.
What had no experience except for one show in the .90s from 2 years ago at 5. Nothing in the U.S. Being flipped into a hunter. No buck, spook, or stop. Just lacking miles and would likely scope out at 3 foot. Not the hack winner. Doesn't jump great.
This is a lease situation. If the original owner should not be selling the horse, I think they could make more money leasing it out per year. Especially if it maxes, but it's a really good horse. I would lease it. I wouldn't sell it.
Yeah, the PPE, and then the PPE, he flexed sound, but on the final report, his images showed bone spurs and arthritis in his front fetlocks. Vet said he shouldn't do more than the 2'6". So what were they originally asking, and then what do you think this person offered?
And did they say no to the offer? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Then that means that the original price must have been like way too high. Was the original price, you think, given the arthritis and all those issues?
Probably, but I think they were just like, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, they ended up, when this person made her offer, the owners had already gotten the PPE results and stuff back.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let me go with what I would offer on a horse like that.
Okay.
That maxes. Doesn't win the hack. Maxes out. Arthritis. How old was it?
7.
7? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good boy, though.
Yeah.
It's the maintenance. You're going to have to put in so much money for the maintenance. But still, it's a really good boy. You love it. Oh.
And she says that she had pretty good success in great company at A show venues.
Well, that's really good. Honestly, I probably would have offered like 20.
No, they offered more than that.
They offered more than that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I would have accounted for all the maintenance I was going to have to do for a 7-year-old.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think a horse like this would go for.
Okay, well,
25.
hold on. Don't ruin it. All right. Did she offer like 35?
More.
She offered more?
Mm-hmm.
45?
More.
55?
Mm-hmm.
She offered 55,000?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like so off on my pricing lately, but like that's high, right?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly kind of feel like that's what you're paying for a horse like this. If it's on the A circuit, just for like a solid citizen.
Maybe I'm just really off on it. She offered 55. Okay, so then what they were offering must have been way higher. Or are priced at? Was it priced at like 75?
Mm-hmm.
75?
70, yeah. 75 I think is high for a horse that isn't going to do higher than the 2'6".
Yeah, that's high.
Like, I honestly think 55K is fine for a 2'6" packer. Which it kind of sounds like this horse is.
For it? Okay. I mean, yeah, if you do it like that, yes. Yeah, I agree with you, but I still think that you could lease it I think you could lease it for like, let's say it's a packer at 2.6. I think you could lease it for 40, 45.
Yeah.
And you could lease that every year. I think it's smarter to lease still
Yeah.
than to just outright sell it. I think this type of horse is better as a leaser than a outright. But that's 55. I don't know if I would have offered 55 for that horse still.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just what the horse prices are going for.
I'm curious as to what this horse sold for if he sold. I don't think we'll get a follow-up on this one, though, because they sent the horse to a sale barn.
Oh, like a consignment barn. Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't think we'll get a follow-up on this
one. So they were offering... See, this is in my head what I'm thinking, because so the horse that she is trialing now is 7 as well.
Yeah.
And those owners were going to offer, like, accepted almost the offer of, like, what, 75, 80? And then you have your comparison with a horse that's 7 with all these issues that they were offering for 70.
That's the thing.
And like as
like these two horses are not the same.
They're not. Like we always talk about comparables for horses, and when you put those two together, what can I get with 75 versus this other horse?
Yeah. Because this horse, I mean, we don't know that much about this horse that she has on trial, but it already at 7, it already has miles in the 3-foot greens. It honestly kind of sounds like it could probably even do the 3'6".
I think eventually this horse is going to be a 6-figure horse.
I think so too.
Yeah, for sure. Put a couple more shows on it, give it a develop it. It'll be a 6-figure horse.
And I think she could probably do the AOs on it if she wanted to.
As opposed to paying $75,000 for a horse that's going to max out. Like when you think about it that way, you're like, wow, that horse is super overpriced, which is why I said lease it, because it's like. I will almost guarantee you that the sale barn that they sent it to, they're not going to take 55. It's going to be priced in the 40s or 30s or 40s to get it off their hands. Maybe not 30s, maybe 40s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people are being really like cautious now with issues for horses, because I think a lot of individuals are realizing the maintenance that goes into the horses. Because this isn't a horse that it's like, okay, we're going to put in 55,000 and that's it. Like you're going to have to be doing continuous maintenance at 7.
And like expensive maintenance.
Yeah. And then what happens if the horse, he's young, can no longer do the job and has to go down? Like, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a horse that is a good lease horse. I don't know if I would take a chance. I don't know. I personally wouldn't, even if it's a packer with issues. Depending on how severe the issues are.
Yeah, like I would maybe, well, it's 7. That's the thing. Because I was like, young. I would maybe get it for a kid, but maybe if it was like
it's
12,
7.
13, 14.
Yeah. Because it's not the like, where are we now? It's the where are we going to be? And then you're never going to, are you going to be able to make your money back if it either can't do the job or you want to sell it because you want to move up from the 2.6 and the horse clearly can't do that. So what are you going to do with the horse?
Yeah.
Like, at that point, say it's like 10 or 12, is someone really going to be paying that much for a horse? You know, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that horse is going to go for more than 55, which he was offering.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good offer, to be honest. Yeah. I think that was more than enough.
Yeah.
But you know how life works, and you got, you're trialing, and I hope everything works out. Keep us updated on this new horse.
Yeah.
This 7-year-old, I hope it passes the PPE.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, let us know.
And I think it will be. We think it will be a 6-figure horse. So I think it's a smart investment.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read this one.
Okay.
Okay, ready? All right, this is from October 3rd. Brave and kind and a bit silly junior hunter.
Okay.
Hi, I love listening to your podcast. I'm in my early 20s, so stuck between my junior years and being able to afford riding and showing again, so the show helps with some of my FOMO. Aww. Anyway, I wanted to see if you can guess the purchase price, lease price, and final selling price for my horse.
Okay.
We bought my amazing horse back in 2017. He has a 16.3, I'm going to mispronounce this, Self-France. I can't pronounce it. Out of Quidem de Revel. I do know a couple horses from this lineage, and they can be spicy. They can be a little spicy. We bought him as an 8-year-old, and he had been imported the year prior from Europe, where he had been showing in the jumpers around 120. After coming to the US, he was showing in the 3-foot greens and derbies with a professional. He was another jumper turned hunter. I knew the moment he walked into the ring, he was the one for me. He is a beautiful bay with a big neck and a nice face. Push ride, extremely forgiving. He has put up with some terrible riding on my part and safe. Taught me so much and took such great care of me. Really brave and spookier the jumps, the better. Never stopped, easy to take care of, and really sweet with a silly personality. Loved to hold things in his mouth, brushes, hoses, etc. Not sure why, but it was funny. He took me from the 2-3 to the 3-foot hunters in a year, and then we moved up to the 3-3s the year after that. We showed on the AAA circuit where he won multiple derbies and performance divisions with my trainer up to the 4-foot high performance. When I could get my act together, I was a super nervous rider and would basically black out when we entered into the ring. Happens to all of us, don't worry. We were always competitive and did well. The cons. He can be lazy with his hind end and have rails, which was always a bummer if we were having a great round. He also enjoys cracking his back on occasion.
Oh my god.
Wait, this is like, what did we talk about last? The dolphin? The porpoising!
Oh yeah.
Porpoising. This is another great one. Cracking his back. I've never heard that. That's a good one. Then she said letting out a buck. But it was more of a playful thing than coming from a place of anger or from a spook. I got pretty good at sensing it when it was brewing and he needed a lunge. Last con is he really is not the hack winner. Moves fine, but he's kind of middle of the pack. Very bouncy trot, which can be hard to sit at times. Oh, and sometimes he would get a bit pooley down the lines, especially towards the end of a course. We bought him for blank, located in New England.
Yeah, I mean, this horse was definitely a flip. They probably bought it like, I don't know,
2017 too.
low in Europe. I don't want to say, like, for some reason, 75K is coming into my head, but I don't know if that's just because of the one that we just read.
Yeah.
Was it 75K?
A little bit less.
65?
A little bit.
60?
Yes.
Okay.
We bought him for 60K.
Okay.
I think that's a good price.
Yeah, great price.
In 2019, we decided to lease him out for a year as I had gotten a new horse that I wanted to focus on. We leased him to this adorable little girl. Aww. He was her first horse after doing the ponies.
Cute.
He took her from the 3-foot to the 3'3" within one show, and they always did well. I think it helped that it was so cute watching this tiny girl on a pretty big and thick horse. We leased him for blank for the year. And I'm also interested if you think that was a good price.
Did they lease him for like 40?
Higher.
50?
Higher.
60?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They leased him for 60K. I think that's an amazing price.
I also think that's a good price.
I think that's an amazing
compared
price.
to what you bought him for.
Yeah.
But
so that was only 2 years.
But based off of everything that you did with him, I mean, he like won derbies and won classes in the 4-foot performance hunters.
Yeah.
So I think that 60 is like.
Do you think that's on the low end? Hold on. Let me just do this math really quick. So let's say 2017 was like 25%. Right now we were saying it's more like 35. Or I'm sorry, it's more like for like 30 to 50 for a lease.
Yeah.
So let's say it's like 30. That would mean.
I mean, the horse was probably a 6-figure horse at that point.
I mean, am I just doing this math wrong? Hold on. Okay, so if you're doing it by 30% of the sales price,
it would have been like 90K.
It would be $200,000.
Oh,
$200,000 horse, because that would mean 60K is 30% of.
That's okay, yeah.
Of 200,000. So yeah, I mean, judging by those numbers, yeah, I think 60K is a great lease price. Because I don't. Do you think it would be 200,000? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Maybe like 150. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
But yeah, I think 60K is a great price, especially because that's what you bought him for.
Yeah, for a lease for a year. Yeah, for sure. Then, once COVID hit in 2020, we ended up selling him for blank. And then I will read the rest of it.
Okay. Did they sell him for 150?
No. I don't know if I should just give you this one. I don't know if you're going to get it.
Did they sell him for more or less?
Let me just, you know what? I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read it and then let you guess.
Okay.
Because you're never going to get it.
Okay.
All right. Once COVID hit in 2020, we ended up something, as we were planning on selling him that spring anyway, as I would be off to college and realized we would be paying for a few months of board and pro rides, which would have been super expensive. I try to keep up with where he is. I think right now he is with an older woman doing the 3 foot, and they get some good ribbons at WEF and they got some good ribbons at WEF this winter. I would love to buy him back once he retires. Smiley face. Oh, here are some photos and a video. It would be so fun to hear you read and react to this. Okay. So what do you think?
Wait, okay, so he was 8 in 2017.
So he was 10 because she sold him. She sold him in 2020. Once COVID hit in 2020,
okay,
we sold him for blank, as we were planning on selling him that spring anyway, as I would be off to college and realized we'd be paying for a few months of board and pro rides, which would have been super expensive.
So what?
I can't.
So I can't look at you. So my guess of 150, how close or far, like where does that fall?
Not even on the spectrum. It's like you're
way lower?
No, you're way higher.
Did they sell him for like 25K? Did they give him away for free?
We ended up essentially giving him to my trainer, sold him for $1.
Oh my God.
Haha.
Why?
I know. I'm like, I would love to unpack this with you because like I'm so excited to read this. Because she bolded it too, because usually when someone does that, I'm like, they definitely forgot to add zeros. Like they had to have. So I don't know what's going on here.
Why would you do that?
I don't.
Oh my God. Sorry, my dogs.
I don't think the reasoning and the justification of her going off to college and paying for a few months of board and pro rides, which would have been super expensive, I don't think that's not a good enough reason to give it away to your trainer.
$1.
I have a lot of like thoughts going in my head right now, but I'd love for you to just like unpack this and then
like you could have sold this horse for $150,000.
You could have just continued to lease it
for $60K a year.
For $60K and then just increased it. Like I don't know.
Like a few months of board and pro rides would have probably been, let's say on the high end board is $2,500.
No, I would have gone up. I would say like, because whatever her board, it seemed like, maybe let's say like, no, it was 2017. Let's say 4K, because I feel like that's higher. 25 I feel like is average now. Do you think 4K is too high?
4K might be too high. Let's say 3K.
With like pro rides? A board and pro rides.
Board and pro rides maybe would have been
4K,
maybe
5K?
would have been 3 to 4K.
Okay. So 4K, she's going off to college.
Because for me, well, my board is less. It's not actually that expensive. So that's like...
The math ain't mathing on this one if you're listening.
Let's say it's 3 months. That's like $15,000.
Yeah.
Which is like, yes, not an insignificant amount of money, but you would have made 10 times that if you sold your horse for $150,000, which you could have done.
But she was leasing it for $60K. Like, in order for even a lease to not make sense, your board and pro rides would have had to been $20K a month.
Yeah, literally.
$20K a month. Like, I just don't understand this.
I don't understand that either.
This is one that I'm just like, maybe she's just really well off. Maybe they took it as a tax write-off. I could see that. If her family's really well off, I've known individuals who have taken their expensive horses as a donation for a tax write-off because it helps with their personal taxes. I've seen that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what happened here, because I cannot fathom giving a horse that you just leased
for
$60,000 to your trainer for $1. And then she gave it away to her trainer, which I think is like that in itself is giving me like a
Because then the
feeling.
trainer is going to sell it for six
Yeah.
figures.
Do you think that the trainer like hoodwinked her?
Maybe.
Like, what trainer in their right mind?
But then, well, yeah. Because I was going to say the trainer then is losing the commission on that sale. But then if they sell the horse, they're getting the full
everything.
price of the sale.
Yeah, because you like, the only way that this would make sense in my mind logistically is if they were a well-to-do family, they donated the horse to the Trainers LLC that they could use as a tax write-off and wrote off the taxes. That is the only way I can see this making sense. But I don't even know, because if they gave it away for $1, I don't think that's considered a donation. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think that's considered a donation.
Yeah, unless it was like under the table, like here's $1 and I'll give you the horse. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's like in my head the only way that
No,
this makes
because because that wouldn't make sense. Then why pay the $1?
Then why pay the $1? Yeah, you just donate
like,
it.
The point of having like a sale for $1 is to have the bill of sale.
Yeah.
And prove that the horse was sold and not donated.
I feel like the trainer was in super sketchy, because
Maybe.
if they did it for $1, then now the horse is in the trainer's name.
Yeah.
And then they could have sold it or leased it. I don't know. I feel something's weird's going on with the trainer. This situation is just weird. If you're listening to this, please enlighten us, because I'm really confused.
Okay, I
don't understand. Are you looking at it?
I want to see if I can
find who it is.
Yeah.
And trace the horse. Because you essentially bought it for $60, leased it for $60 in 2019.
Yeah.
And then in 2020, literally right after you leased it for $60K, the trainer was like, just sell him to me for $1.
Yeah, my computer's like.
And they didn't use it as a tax donation because it was for $1.
Mm-hmm.
That's
because that's not a donation. Okay, my internet's like not working right now. I can't load Instagram. Yeah, so if you're listening to this, let us know your thought process behind that.
I'm wondering what was going through your head at the time.
Were you being held at gunpoint?
Blink twice. What? I can't even imagine that. That's just not good business.
Yeah.
Not good business, but like, I think the trainer had something to do with it. I feel like I'm always like pinpointing the trainer, but like in this case specifically, giving your horse away to your trainer is like, oh my goodness, why? For $1?
Yeah.
Giving away your 100 and something, your 6-figure horse?
I know.
Ooh, that doesn't sit right with me.
No.
It doesn't. Yeah. I love some background on this situation right now, because I'm gonna have anxiety from this. Like, this poor girl.
Oh my God, I know.
And her family.
I know.
Lost so much
money
from this horse. I mean, the horse wasn't injured, as long as we know, because it just got leased the year prior at 2019. Wasn't injured. Was doing great.
I don't know. Let us know.
I'm confused.
Oh man.
And if you're also going through this situation and your trainer says, just give me your 6-figure horse for $1, say no.
Yeah, no.
If you're going to college, and because a lot of people do, like, they sell their horse when they go to college, or their families, if you're making $6K leasing, lease it out for your college.
Yeah.
That'll pay for your college, probably.
Yeah,
$6K a year. $60K a year.
Literally. Well, not anymore. Well, it depends on what school you go to, but
yeah.
Okay. So this one is from September 12th.
Okay.
Horse purchase and values. 9-year-old KWPN jumper.
Oh.
They say, hello. I'm so glad to see you're back doing the podcast. I love listening and look forward to your new episodes. I thought it would be fun to submit our boy we recently purchased.
Oh.
He is a 9-year-old KWPN gelding, 16.2 hands, imported a few years ago. He has primarily been an eventer, but switched to the jumpers about a year ago. In eventing, he competed to prelim with an amateur with some good placings at several different venues and a few FEI events over the last few years. He switched to the jumpers and did the meter 10 with an amateur and the meter 30s with a pro over last winter's circuit.
Great.
The pro said he definitely has the scope to move up, But since he was showing with the AM and Pro at the same time, he didn't want to move him past the meter 30 while the AM was still doing the meter 10s. He's careful, does not want to get a rail, and will bail you out with a mistake, but you must be confident or he will stop if it's a bad distance or you're not committed to the jump. I wouldn't say he's a stopper, but he needs a rider that doesn't sit as a passenger. He truly wants a partner. His only other downside is his change is not 100%. He will miss it occasionally, but he will land a lead all day. He's an absolute lover and wants to be your best friend. He is now ridden by a junior doing the meter 10s with plans to move up. He vetted well with no major findings, very easy on the ground, no vices. He's out of this lineage. Well, I can say it, right?
Yeah.
He's out of Cape Coral, Cornet, Obolensky, and some other very successful jumpers.
Yeah.
We're located in Florida. Guess his price. What would you say his value is? So I guess that's kind of a double.
Guess his price, his current price, or like what she bought him for.
Yes.
What she bought him for.
Yes.
Okay, and this was before all of the like meter 30.
No. He was doing the meter 30s last winter circuit. They just bought him.
Oh, they just bought him after doing the meter 30s. Okay.
Here's a picture.
Oh,
he's really cute.
So cute.
I don't know why. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening with the other pictures.
I was imagining a chestnut when you said this.
Yeah, he's super cute. Hold on, let me see if I can get the rest of the pictures.
Okay, so he was doing the meter 30, has scope for more. I don't even know if he would say it to quirk. At meter 30, you would hope that you're an accurate rider, that wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
So he's not a stopper, but you have to be a confident rider, even at the meter 10s. Was it recent that you bought him?
Yeah.
Like this year? How old is he?
9.
And when was he imported? He was imported as an inventor.
She said he was imported a few years ago. She didn't say exactly when. He was probably imported at like 6 or 7.
Does he have a long show record?
He did. He showed up to prelim eventing. It sounds like it. He was imported, did some prelim eventing, and then
he turned into a show jumper.
Turned into a jumper, and then was doing the meter 10s with an amateur and the meter 30s with a pro.
I'm going to stick with my, my range that I've been going with today. 80?
No, a lot less.
A lot less?
Mm-hmm.
45.
Less.
30.
Mm-hmm.
30?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
There's something wrong with him. What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
He has a clean vetting at 9, doing the 130s. Maybe the stopping issue is it's actually a stopping issue. It's not like you have to be confident. It's like the horse maybe isn't confident.
Maybe.
But like even then, I can't really see that as a 30.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. What he would be worth, I think now it depends on how severe the stopping issue is, because I'm thinking it has to be severe in order for a horse like that to go.
Well, let's just take it at face value for what it is. Okay. Would you put it at 80? That was your first guess.
Yeah. FEI eventing.
Yeah.
I think is great. It should be brave.
Mm-hmm.
Show jumping at 130 with professional with scope for more at 9. It's young.
Yeah. No
major issues betting.
Mm-hmm.
Clean.
Yeah.
She bought him this year. Horse prices are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say high fives.
Yeah. I think
I would go for high fives at 130 if you can move up. For me, if you're getting a horse that you want to do the 130s plus with, you're a confident rider and you can do your distances. So stopping, if it's on the rider, shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Now, if it's the horse stopping for some reason, then I can see why they lowered the price.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a horse, like the horse stopping issue. It's not, the horse stops if the rider is not confident. Maybe it's the horse stops. Because it doesn't want to do the job, or there's some maybe other medical issue or health issue that's going on.
Yeah.
Because for me, I just can't fathom an FEI eventer stopping.
I know.
At show jumps. Like, Those eventing. What is prelim? Prelim is high, isn't it? Am I just not? Eventing height.
I feel like my Wi-Fi is like not working.
Preliminary is 110. And then they said FEI eventing.
Yeah.
FEI eventing height ranges, but it's like one. Okay, it ranges. Is that what I'm looking at? Ranges from like a meter 5 to 120.
So it might have done some prelim shows at.
So maybe it's not. Maybe it's just not. I would be interested to know if it stops in the lower classes or it's just the higher classes. Because if it stops at like the 130s, which is why a professional needs to ride it, like it's just not confident at 130, then I would not be getting it as a 130 horse.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the issue.
Well, I think she's doing the meter 10s on it.
Yeah, I mean, based on this, the preliminary is like 110. So that would make sense. If it had prior eventing at 110, that would make sense if it doesn't stop at 110. But maybe it stops the higher heights because it just doesn't want to do the higher heights.
Yeah. But
still, I wouldn't put it at 30 this year for no reason. I don't know. That's odd to me. These prices are whack. That should be what the
title
is.
The math's not mathing.
Well, yeah, the math's not mathing on this one. What would you say that a horse like that would go for?
I would probably say 75, 80.
You think that's high? Like now I'm second guessing, like with the stopping issue that I'm now thinking.
But we don't know if it's a stopping issue
or if it just like occasionally stops.
Yeah, like I feel like most horses, especially at that height, if you take your leg off and like lean up their neck or like just don't make a decision or
they
don't
have self-preservation.
Yeah,
They're not going to go over.
So that could be what it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because that for me is just not enough to put a horse like that at 30,000.
Yeah.
I think there's something else going on there.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It might be.
You good?
I'm really tired.
Yeah.
My mom was away last week and Joe's mom was moving, so we had no help from the moms.
Oh boy.
So last week was
rough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to end this.
And also now I don't know if it's my internet or if it's my computer that's like crashing out.
With all your, you just got rid of all your space, right?
I just oh, there we go. Now it's loading.
Okay. All right. Well, last one that's going to go into our discussion topic for today.
Okay.
This is called Trainer's Biggest Headache.
Okay.
This is from last year, but then she did a follow-up with us.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. Hello, appropriately titled because my trainer 3 years later still lovingly teases me for my requirements on cosmetics. Bought my previous horse in 2011, had to look again in 2021. What do you think my budget was? What do you think my budget should have been?
Okay.
ISO. For an intermediate/advanced rider, goes Western and English, is able to do the hunters, sits for a few days, and then gets back on no problem after a lunge, mostly finish, no projects. Soft in the mouth, no buck, rear, or bolt, no major spook, located in the US, no maintenance, supplements and shoes not included in that. Must be registered, 5 to 10 years old, geldings only, at least 16 hands, no thoroughbreds, nothing gated. Color, all in caps, no sorrel or chestnut, no solid black or bay. Budget was blank.
Oh man, I feel like this budget was like not that high for some reason, even though she had a lot of requirements. Was her budget like 30K?
A little bit less.
25?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she said paid for by parents. Thank you for including that, by the way. Like, that's definitely helpful for people.
And this was 2011?
This was 2011. But
Okay.
my previous horse in 2011 and had to look again in 2021.
Okay.
actually, this might have been 2021 because this is her ISO budget. And then she said, how much was what I got? What I got. So she actually bought off another ad website, but it was taken down, but she created one that was similar.
Okay.
So the horse was located in Pennsylvania and was broke at 5 years old. No health issues, but had supplements and front shoes, had all her papers, USCF, USDF, Pinto, my heart, and breed. We did ship her to my home state, and we paid blank.
I'm gonna.
Oh, it's a registered Pinto.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they were at budget at 25.
A little bit less.
22.5.
A little bit higher.
23.
Yes, 23. Here is a video. It's super pretty. This is like
it's really
my
pretty.
kind of horse. Like stunning. It's actually, I think it's a Palomino / Pinto is what it said. Okay, so she did buy it in 2021. Yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Cute. I think you paid a great price.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's like right on
23
target.
was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I wouldn't have even been surprised if you paid 25, but she said she did negotiate down to 23.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that included
Maybe
like
it was
the
priced
PPE.
at 25 or something.
Because like I would have priced the horse probably at 25 as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think that's a great price. And then, so I'm glad that you found your colored horse. I love the color. Actually obsessed. Yeah, she said it's a Palomino Pinto, double registered Pinto, and
Okay.
Tijorian Grande mare, 7 years old, 16.2. And it had a dressage background with obstacles. Cool. All right. Then she sent us a follow-up and said, and here we're going to go into our discussion.
Okay.
Hello, so glad you guys are back. I love the podcast. It's the only one I regularly listen to, and sometimes the week between is hard without it. Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, we're doing our best. At least I feel like we've been
Listen to them
consistent. We've been good with the every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
though,
well,
so
the every 2 weeks makes it easier for me to be consistent because I don't have a lot of time on my hands anymore.
I'm sure you guys have a lot of topic ideas. Actually, we need some more.
Yes,
so
we do.
If you're listening and you have a topic idea that you'd like to send us, please send it over.
theworkingyammy@gmail.com.
Yep. But I wanted to suggest my favorite, color. I know Maria has touched on it occasionally, or literally any time that there's color involved in an ISO. But I would love to hear your thoughts more in depth as someone who needs color. There's also an influencer, in quotations, on TikTok who has gotten a lot of attention because she wants color. I actually know exactly.
I think I know which one she's
I know exactly who this is. Just some example questions. When is it okay? Do you want to take the questions one by one, or do you want me to just give you all of them now?
Just give me them all.
Okay. When is it okay to shop for color? How is price affected by color? Do riders get more attention if they have color but not great skills? How does color affect showing? And then the negatives of color. And then in parentheses, she said, i.e. gray horses seem to always get melanomas.
Okay, I'm looking at the the email now.
Okay. So let's tackle the first one. When is it okay to shop for color?
So I think when it's okay to shop for color is if you have a flexible budget, right? Because, or if color, so you either have to have a flexible budget or flexible requirements. Because if color is your number one requirement, you might find a horse that is like has color for $75,000, because there are plenty of like color horses that are like warm bloods and stuff that like are really, high level show horses. So you either have to be willing to, shell out for color, or you have to be willing to adjust your requirements or expectations if you're not willing to adjust your budget. So it's kind of like one or the other, because there aren't that many. I mean,
I think it's getting more popular. Like, when I got Finn, it was not popular to have color at all.
Yeah.
Now I think it's definitely getting more popular to have
Yeah.
color, and people are becoming more receptive to it.
But it's still like, especially if you're shopping for like
A hunter.
or like horses that are going to be showing kind of on the circuit, they're still kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
Um
And it's not that there's just not as many.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's just not as many.
Yeah, I think people are either breeding them, like there's a few barns that like specialize in breeding color, or you import color.
I was going
Or
to say
you
something
happen to
else
find a
about
needle in the haystack.
Yeah.
When it's okay to shop for color.
I was going to say something else and now I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, you also have to be willing to wait.
Yes.
To find the right one, because like we said, there's not that many, so it might take a while to find the one that you're looking for. And like, if that's what you want, then it's probably worth it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say you can't be as picky, because shopping for color is being very picky.
Yeah. Probably the pickiest that you could be.
Yeah. But
based on like how your horse looks.
Yeah. But you either, have to be willing to adjust your expectations or willing to adjust your budget. And you have to decide going in which one you're going to be flexible on.
I agree. And I have, like, for me personally, because I love my color, when do you shop for color? I think if you're putting your money into a horse, like it's your money, I think if you want to shop for color, go shop for color.
Yeah.
I know for me personally, my trainer did not like color. He told me multiple times. I told him I was going for color, and I did not want a bay. That was the one thing I was like, do not send me a bay. But that said, and he did send me bays. And I know if he listens to this, he knows. And I was like, I don't want a bay. I don't want a bay. But I will say, I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted color, but I remained open to all horses. When I went to Ocala to try Finn. And when I went to Ocala, I tried like 6 other horses that were all bays. So I did try other horses, because you never know. Like, you can be so set on color and then get on a horse and you're like, you know what? This is the horse. I don't even like care at this point for color.
I think that also, like, this is not a color thing, but like when I was trying horses, I find that I don't get along with mares very well, because, and it's not the mare's fault. It's just, I think the way that I ride, I don't want to say I manhandle them, but like, I'm not the kind of rider who will just like sit there and let the horse kind of do its thing, which a lot of mares like.
Yeah. But you did try mares.
I did try a mare when I went down to Florida, when we went to look at squid, and I liked her. Yeah. She wasn't my horse, but I did like her.
Yeah. I think you have to be open to trying other horses.
Yeah, because you never know.
And we did read in ISO the one that was like the horse hunters one, where she wanted color. Yeah. But the 5 other, I think it was like 5 choices, they were not color. Yeah. But she did try other horses. So I think shopping for color, you are absolutely in your right to shop for color, especially if you're buying the horse, because then that's your money and you want a horse that you want. But I think you also have to keep in mind that you need to be open to other possibilities and be willing to try other horses, even if like you try a colored horse and you're like, this is the horse for me. Yeah. I think you still need to try the bays, the chestnuts, like whatever horse is your trainer chooses for you that thinks would mold well with, your goals, your lifestyle, your budget. Try it. It doesn't hurt. And if you're like, I absolutely want the colored one, then that's fine. But at least you gave yourself the opportunity to try other horses. It wasn't like, I'm only going to try Pintos. I'm only going to try the Palominos. Like, you gave yourself that opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
So, okay to shop for color. Just have an open mind when you're doing it.
Yes.
How is price affected by color?
I don't think it is.
I think it is.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think if you have a flashy horse, we see it. It's not even just color, but if you have a flashy bay, chestnut, you're going to tell me that a bay or a chestnut with 4 white stockings and a big blaze on its nose is not going to go for more?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it adjusts the price crazy, but I do think that you can up the price a
Yeah,
little. Like I do.
maybe like a horse with chrome, you could maybe adjust the
Yeah,
price a
chrome,
little bit.
flashy.
But I think it also depends on what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Because if you're shopping for a hunter with chrome or a flashy hunter,
Yes.
that matters more than a jumper. Like Squid is flashy.
Yes, he is flashy.
But it doesn't matter in
Yeah.
the jumpers.
I think it depends what discipline
Yeah.
the color's in, because there is a I just saw this because I'm in like a bunch of colored horse Facebook groups.
Of course you are.
Of course I am. Because what was it, the equitation championships that were going on, there's this horse, but I think it won last year and it's doing extremely well this year, but it's a pinto. It's gorgeous, but it's color, and that was doing so well. If you do a horse like that versus a horse that's, in the lower level jumpers or something else, then obviously a horse like that with a show experience is going to go for more.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think price is affected that much by color as much, because or a color horse, like a pinto that maybe only has miles up to the 2.6 or that doesn't have a great show record is still not going to be priced more than a bay with a good show record and good placings.
Yes, agreed on that. But if you're doing the same horse, if it's a comparable situation with a, I don't want to say bay, but like a bay versus a very flashy pinto.
Yeah.
With it's around the same age, around the same experience, I do believe that you can put the pinto higher.
Yeah.
Just because it's flashy, and people, if you're looking for color, you will pay more for color.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's, maybe it's not color determines the price, but the buyer determines the price.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for color, you're going to pay more to get that color.
That's true. Like, I don't care about color.
Yeah.
So I would not pay a premium on
a horse.
A horse with color.
But for me, if I'm looking for a horse, or this individual who's looking for color, if someone offered her and said, all right, you have this bay for $15,000 or this pinto for $20,000 or $25,000, she'd probably go with the higher price pinto just because she wanted color.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's more buyer dependent.
Buyer dependent. That's good.
Yeah. Than seller dependent.
Yes. That's a good way of putting it.
So I feel like these next two are kind of related.
Yeah.
Do riders get more attention if they have color but not great skills? And how does color affect showing?
Yeah. Well, we just said about that equitation horse. Let me show you, because...
So here's the thing. Color affects showing because a judge will remember a colored horse. Or in the hack, you're going to stand out. It's like... There's this thing where people who have red cars get pulled over more often.
Really? That's a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because they're noticeable.
Yeah.
That's the same thing here.
Yeah.
So how do riders get more attention if they have color but not great skills? Well, if you're in a flat class and are posting on the wrong diagonal, the judge is going to see it. The judge is going to notice. Because the judge is going to look at the horse that doesn't look like all the other horses. Yeah.
It can work in your favor or against you.
Exactly. Yeah. It can work in your favor too, because if you are in the flat and your horse is moving great, or you have just a really great over fences, the judge is going to just notice your horse more because it doesn't look like all of the other horses. I feel like that's even the case sometimes with grays.
Yeah.
Sometimes there will be one or two grays in a class full of bays
and
chestnuts. So I do think you will get noticed more on a horse that doesn't look like all of the other horses.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yes, especially when it's in a hunter, when it's judged on appearance.
Yes, in the jumpers it doesn't matter.
Jumpers it doesn't matter, but I will say when I got Finn, I got a lot of attention on him. Yeah. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, he's so pretty, because he was when we would go to these local shows, he would be the only pinto in the entire show.
Yeah.
Now he probably wouldn't be because it's becoming more popular, but I do think that riders do get more attention. Yeah. If you're talking about not equitation or hunters, jumpers or just in general, and you see a horse that's colorful, you're like, oh my gosh, because you don't see them as much. Now that might change in the coming years as they become more popular to have color. Then it might not be a oh, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that they get a little bit more attention. How does color affect showing? Agree with you that you stand out for better or for worse.
Yeah. So
I personally don't think, like, I know too it says judges can prefer like the standard classic. I don't actually think that's the case. I think
yeah, I also don't really, I mean, maybe if it's like
a really
some
old
80-year-old
judge.
judge that like is obsessed with like the classic hunter or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't think it affects showing in the way that like having a colored horse will like deduct points from your score. It affects showing in the way that, you know, it catches the eye.
Yeah,
so
you
if
stand
you
out.
have a great ride, you'll be noticed. If you have a bad ride, you'll be, even if, honestly, even if, I feel like sometimes it can negatively affect you more than it can positively affect you because like
they'll remember that round.
yeah.
Like if you're in a class of like 40 people going and say like 30 of them are bays, then you have 9 chestnuts, then you have your 1 pinto.
Yeah.
And you don't have a good round. Well, automatically that judge will remember like, oh, the pinto didn't have the good round.
Yeah.
And then it can deduct, aside from like all the bays that may have had just as, you know, not a good round as well, but they all kind of mesh together. The pinto's like the top of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that I think can negatively affect it. Jumping, it doesn't matter. I don't think color affects showing. For jumping, no. Breeding, I think does for it. The type of horse, like for jumpers, but yeah, judgment wise, I don't think it affects showing.
Yeah, I think it just affects showing in terms of like you will get noticed more.
Yeah.
Whether you have a great ride or a bad ride.
Mm-hmm.
And the negatives of colors. Yeah. So gray horses always get melanomas. Chestnut horses are prone to skin issues.
And pinto horses are prone to hoof issues.
Are they actually?
No, I think they are because they have the white feet. That's like a whole taboo thing with white feet. But after going through it, I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Like a thing.
It has to be a thing. I've heard it from farriers too before for white feet. Like that they're just like harder to maintain. They're a little bit more susceptible to the environment.
Squid has white feet.
Does he have one maybe?
He has a white foot.
One white feet?
I feel like his back feet are white. I feel like most of his feet are white because he has 3 stockings.
That one's not white. That one's white.
No, the front right's not white.
The front right. Oh, you can see that one.
Oh,
okay, maybe the back white. One, so his front and his back.
Yeah, because both of his back legs have stockings. I think he has 3 white feet.
Yeah, it was interesting because every time I talked to a farrier, not every time, but like I've talked to multiple farriers and they were like, "Oh, he's a pinto with white feet. Like, of course you have issues." And I was like, "What do you mean?" So I think for color, yes, it could be like with white feet. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but I've experienced it with white feet. I don't know if it's because the feet are white or because of just like genetics, but maybe there is something in the genetics of a pinto that has been passed down that just the feet are just not as hardy, possibly. That would be like there's always, I think, a negative of color, whether it's, bays are very common. So if you're looking for color like me, I was like so against bays. Should I have been? No, but I was by it. I did not want a bay because of that reason.
Yeah.
So I think with any horse, you're going to have some kind of negatives relating to color. Everyone has their preferences. You see it all the time for ISOs. Like, I prefer a blank.
Yeah. Whether it's, breed, age, color. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone has their preference. And I think if you're paying for it, then you should be able to decide. To that. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. But I think that you need to make sure that you are not so focused on the color, because she did mention that influencer. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
And the original post that she did, people were up in arms.
Really?
About it.
So that's where...
That's, I think, where this came from.
When is it okay to shop for color?
Yeah.
Like, shop for color, but do it within your skill level
Yes,
as well.
that's a great way to put it. Yeah. Yes, you can look for color. I don't think that was the issue.
Right.
But I think that like that's what it was coming across as.
Yeah, like don't buy a horse just because it is a certain color.
Yes.
Like buy the horse because it's a certain color and it fits all of your requirements that you're looking for.
Yes. Yeah. Like if you're a show jumper, don't look for a 4th level dressage horse.
Yeah.
Just because it's a certain color.
Or if you're a beginner.
Don't look at an advanced horse because it's a certain color.
Yeah.
Look for a horse, exactly like you said, that fits where you are now.
Yeah.
And that has color because they're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. And if based on her videos, I'm sure she's well to do.
Yeah.
That if she really wanted to, she could.
Is your mic on?
I hope so. Yes.
Oh, okay. I saw the other side that was not on, but it's like showing up on there. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. I was just saying. I'm sure she seems well to do. So if she really wanted to shop for color, I don't think she would have an issue.
Yeah.
Shopping for color. I think that's what it was referring to. I think she was just looking in the wrong place for that color.
Yeah.
But she did just post another video, I think, that said, are you going to post this? Because I don't want to be mean.
I don't know.
Okay. Because I'm going to be like, well, she seems super nice. And I love watching her videos with her husband. I think that's so cute. But she did post another video that was about color and that she's searching for color, which is what I think this person was referring to. And I think that's fine as long as she remains in that. This is my skill set. This is what I want to do. And then find me a horse that has that. Yeah. That's not out of that realm.
Yeah, definitely.
Because she could probably import as well.
Yeah.
And because I feel like there's a lot more colored horses internationally.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's all we've got. I'm trying to remember my outro. Sorry. I didn't get a lot of sleep this week. Like, subscribe, comment, rate on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Follow The Working Amie on TikTok and Instagram. If you have submissions, send them to theworkingamie@gmail.com. We're also looking for discussion topics. Also, follow Maria's YouTube channel, The Investing Equestrian.
I haven't posted on there in forever. I need to get good.
Follow The Investing Equestrian on TikTok and Instagram.
Or my personal. I feel like I'm being okay with my personal.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, Maria Santana.
Yeah. On TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. I really need to get better at posting. I was like, I'm going to do an accountability video, do it, and then like life just hits you and you're like, well, can't do that.
I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
I get it.
I really need to like hunker down and just get it done. It just takes so long.
I know.
It just takes so long to edit and post and I might even bring my phone or my computer here to also record because when I'm doing like the discussions, I have to screen record on YouTube and then do all the editing and then post. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because what I do is I just clip it right from the
video. Your phone.
But
all
right.
Yeah, so like, subscribe, rate.
Yeah.
Comment,
share them to share it with your friends.
Yes. Send us more ISOs.
Yes. ISOs, discussions.
Themes.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Working Amies. Oh, we're usually really good with it together. Okay. Working Amies out. I just jumped the gun on that one.